Hey Maddie, Paul here with Eastwind SEO. I just wanted to make a short video showing you how to increase your online presence using content, backlinks, and citations. Thank you for reaching out to me and taking the time to check out this video. I hope that it is of some value to you and you get some good tips on how to improve and maybe get some more traffic to your website. So let's jump right in. I have your website pulled up right here, and the first thing I'm going to point out in the browser, it says not secure. So that means that your website is not secure. You do want to go ahead and get your SSL certificate, and that is going to be your secure socket layer. And so what that is it's a secure connection from when your web domain connects to the internet. It's going to connect to a server, so it's going to have a secure connection to the server, and without that, that leaves your website open for hackers to get into. Somebody could hack your website and change things around. They could put a virus in there, steal information, all that stuff. So you definitely want to look into getting your SSL certificate. You can do that through your web host. It's usually not very expensive. It's simple, it's quick. So it's definitely something that you want to look into. So next, moving on to the website itself. A clean looking little website. You got a ton of pictures up here, which is great. You have your hours of operation. You have a call to action button to get directions, to call now. Although I would rather see the call now button at the top. That way, when people come to your website, they can immediately just, hey, there's a phone number. I'm going to click it and call it right now. I guess you do up here. So never mind. And you do have a get a quote button right here, which is great too. Those are two good things you want to see at the top of your website. You do have a list with some testimonials, some other pages on here. So not bad for a little website. It doesn't have a bunch of content on it, which I will point out right away that is definitely something that you want, because Google loves content. They want to see at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage. And the reason for that is they're gonna send bots out to crawl your website, and they do this all the time. They crawl your website. It goes through all your content. It goes through all your pictures. So what your pictures are saved as. So your pictures could be saved as keywords. And you want to have all those keywords put in your content as well. So keywords are going to be anything that somebody is going to put into Google when they're searching for a certain service or a product or a business. So the more keywords that you have on your front page, in your content, behind your pictures, the more likely it is that you are going to show up on the top of Google search results. And because in Google's eyes, when they go through and they see all those buyer intent keywords, that's going to tell them that you know what you're doing, you're a professional at your business, you are an authoritative figure in your service industry. It's going to show your service areas, what you do, what time you guys are open till, all that stuff, and that's going to help you rank up that top 3 at least in the Google search results is where you want to be. So if we take a look at the Google search results right now, sorry, I wasn't prepared, but here we go. So your first thing you're going to see are ads up here, and ads are a great way to, if you run a quick ad campaign, you can definitely gain some clients that way fairly quickly if you run your ads correctly, or if you have a marketing company that's working with you, if they would already know how to do this. Next down here, this is the Google Map Pack. So this is usually going to make up about somewhere between 30 and 40% of clients that come into businesses being in this top 3 right here, because most people, those 30 or 40% of people, are gonna they're gonna do a search result for, let's say, a keyword, window cleaning Sarasota, and these 3 are going to show up, and they're going to be like, all right, cool, I'm going to go to one of these guys right here because they're right here, I don't need to go any farther, right? And that that makes up about 30 to 40% of online traffic. So these 3 businesses right here are going to get most of that traffic. And the way you get up into that top 3 map pack is you have your Google business profile filled out as much and as complete as possible. And you want to have your business name, your business phone number, business address if you have one, if not, your service areas, what time you guys are open, all that stuff. You want to fill it out as completely as possible, and then you want to go ahead and you want to put it into online directories. And so what's going to happen is you're going to get citations from that. And so the more citations that you have, the better it's going to be for you. Better chances you're going to have of showing up in this top 3 map pack. So online directories are going to be anything from Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie's List, Home Advisor, Facebook. Those all count as online directories, and you're going to get citations from that. And so basically what you want to do is have more citations than your competition. So think of it as a popularity contest, right? You got more citations coming in from these online directories than your competition, the better chances is of you getting put in this top 3 map pack. So as we move on from there, we go down to the organic search results. And Yelp right here, that it's a directory, not something really you need to worry about. It's definitely something that you can outrank fairly easily. And then we see this Dutchman window and cleaning services in Sarasota. We'll go ahead and take a look at them. All right, website. They do have a lot more content. It doesn't matter. You can have a good website. You can have a bad website. You have good content. That's going to make all the difference. And if we go ahead and we take a look at a tool that I use, it's called Ahrefs. And this tool allows me to look at a website and see how it's performing. Go through all their backlinks or keywords and, all that and so on and so forth. So if we look at yours, you're not getting any data. That doesn't necessarily mean that there is none, and it doesn't mean that you're not getting traffic. It just means that it hasn't caught up yet in this, in Ahrefs. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time for things to catch up. But as far as right now, it's not showing me any data. So if we go and take a look at the Dutchman window, and we can see that their UR and DR are, they have a low DR and they have, an okay UR. So your UR and DR are going to be a trust rating in Google's eyes, and then your DR is going to be a power rating from Google. So how much power how powerful your website is. These are all factors that are going to play a part in the ranking of your website. So if you want to increase these numbers, which is definitely something you want to do, and you want to keep them as high as you can get them, and you want to keep them in a fairly close ratio with each other. And you're going to do that with backlinks. So backlinks are exactly that. They are a website or a content blog that is linking back to your website. So what you want to do is you want to have as many backlinks that are quality backlinks linking back to your website. So let's say there is a comment blog and they're talking about, window cleaning, and they mention your website or your business name, and they say, hey, these guys are awesome. You guys should check them out. And they put a link in that comment blog that goes back to your website, and basically it's a shout out, right? And so in Google's eyes, they're going to see that as trustworthy, and it's going to up your UR, and it's going to give you a little more power, and those numbers are going to start to go up, and so will your position in the Google rankings. So you remember that backlinks are not all created equal. You definitely can get spammy backlinks, which will do the opposite and hurt your UR and DR and your ranking in Google. So you don't want something that is irrelevant to your services, linking back to your website. So remember that, any comment blog or any website linking back, you want to try and find ones that are relevant within your, to your kind of service. So if we take a look at their organic keywords, we got, okay, right up top here, window cleaning Sarasota, volume 200. They are getting potentially 200 clients searching for, or 200 people that are searching for this keyword, window cleaning Sarasota. And if they're going to show up for that, there's potentially 200 people that are going to get their, or give them their business. And once you start getting more keywords, this all starts to add up, and you can definitely start getting a lot more traffic to your website. So think of your service, and then maybe what area you want to serve. Window cleaning Sarasota is a perfect example of a buyer intent keyword. And you want to get as many of those keywords on the front page of your website as you can. And once all that stuff clicks, that's definitely going to help you out. So to recap, you want to have 1,500 words of content, of keyword rich content on your website, right? And then you want to have your Google business profile filled out as much as possible, with all your pictures on there. You want to get your pictures, you want to make sure they're geotagged. You want to make sure they're optimized for SEO. You want to get your Google business profile into as many online directories as possible. And then you want your backlink profile. You want to build that up. You want to get as many backlinks as you can, linking back to your website from relevant websites or comment blogs that have to do with your service industry. And with all that being said, once all three of those things start working together, you're going to see your website move up to that, start moving up the ranks on the Google organic search results. And you're going to start seeing your Google business profile show up in that top 3 map pack. And you're going to start getting more clients. You're going to start getting more phone calls. You're going to get more traffic to your website, which means, more income coming in the door. So with all that being said, I hope that this video was informative. I'm going to leave you with my contact information right here. Feel free, if you have any questions, something you can't figure out, feel free to shoot me a message, give me a phone call, drop me an email. You can always message me on Facebook too. I'm happy to help you. I hope you got some good information from this video that you can take yourself and implement it yourself, and hopefully you can start seeing some more traffic coming to your website. And I do appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. And that's all I got. I hope to hear from you, and I hope to see good things from your company. Have a good rest of your evening, and thank you for checking out this video.